In terms of the game, the Carabao Cup last season obviously provided great memories for us, but it was sort of the hard work in those early rounds that got us to that stage. Is that something that maybe the lads can draw on tomorrow?
Yeah, absolutely. Our mindset going into those games last year was that we would have a goal, we would attack the teams both in Carlisle, those teams that got us to the glamour ties, and the lads' effort was exemplary in those games. And tomorrow, it's a similar mindset from us. People won't give us any chance in terms of the fixture's been turned around, so we're now going away from home to a team who've just come out of the Premier League, with a new manager who's rightly lauded for being part of the Marcelo Bielsa setup. So a huge reputation all about it. But our whole mindset is that we're not going to be influenced by outside people or outside noise to say we should be, and we don't have to conform to what is the accepted or the expected permutation of where we should end up this season. That's not in our mindset, and this group of lads will be doing everything they can to prove people wrong.
There'll be obviously no fans there tomorrow behind closed doors. We've had a few friendlies played in those situations, but there'll be hopefully a lot of fans tuning in via streams and things like that to watch the first game of the season. Yeah,
I think from the first few weeks, I think it probably leads to even more fan interaction behind the scenes or on social media or amongst themselves, because when you come to the game, I suppose you're very much in amongst your friends and family. But I think for the whole club, I think it's brilliant that we're back playing, and the sense of backing from the supporters since the season ticket launch and initiative has been overwhelming. So we feel that support. We know it's there, and the players appreciate it. And like I said, it'll be very straightforward for us in terms of motivation and how we approach the game. It's easy for us, and we can't wait for it.
In terms of the recruitment so far this season, obviously Alex Newby's come in, Gavin Bazunu's come in, and obviously Ryan McLaughlin's return to the club. What are your early thoughts on how they've fared this pre-season?
Yeah, fine. I think in the overall viewpoint of where we are in terms of recruitment and the squad, we lost 10 players. So to replace them with those 2 or 3 you referenced with Ryan coming back, there's obviously a huge imbalance in the squad and where we are. But similar to where we are physically, we're not panicking. We know we have to bring in those 5 or 6 players that we need, and we've worked hard initially to get as you said, Gavin and Alex in. But that was stuff that was kind of planned a long time ago, and a lot of work went into. Now we're at the stage where the additions need to be made probably towards the end of the window, and we're patient, but we are certain that we need those players in, and hopefully we'll get them.
What's the sort of thinking in terms of the future recruitment then? I know you said 5 or 6 a few weeks ago, but yeah, how hard is it to get those players in this current situation?
Yeah, I don't think it's that difficult. I think like I said, the planning and the constant communication with the clubs for Gavin and well, Alex was pretty simple because we had organised that pretty much before the pandemic struck. But Ryan McLaughlin was slightly different. But like I said, hopefully next week we'll be adding another loan player in the early stages of the week. But like I said, that stuff has been done by the staff and myself, by building that relationship with the parent clubs. So that's been done. I mean, the next part of the recruitment is very important, where the guys who are coming in are probably more in the forward area of the pitch, and that probably requires a little bit more patience. But we're at the point now where we need to be adding them really as we progress towards the start of the season. And I know the supporters are all desperate to see them coming in, and we're no different. And I know everyone at the club will be trying to provide those players as soon as possible to reward the guys who are here, because we have a group of guys in the changing room that I keep saying are kind of I don't like to say animals, but I mean that in the best possible way, because they're animals for success, and their ambitions are totally different to what outside people would perceive or what would accept as normal. So those guys want to see those ambitions being matched by certain people coming to the building, which we've always done. And Gavin Bazunu was typical of that, really, because he excites people and because they know how good he is. And that's the trend that we want to do. We want to see players coming in who will excite the supporters and the dressing room. My duty to the guys is to bring guys in when they walk in the building. The guys go, ooh, and that was the case last year. Robert Sanchez, Rhys Darlington Davis, Rakeel Pike, they come in and the guys. It stimulates everybody, and that's what we want.